Well, hey kids, welcome back to Attempted Unknown. This is our 12th episode, and boy, time really is flying. We're here in Seattle, I guess on the north side at Chip Douglas's house. Not only is Chip a letter carrier, but he's a stamp collector. So, I mean, it's the culmination of everything we're looking for with Attempted Unknown. All I can hope is that he's home. Oh, sweet. Hey.
Hello there, Tim. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Let's
Come
check
on
it
in.
out. Thanks.
Nice to see you not in uniform.
Shut up. Hey,
Good to see you again.
let's check these stamps.
Do you want to start with the wild ones first?
Yeah, whatever has an interesting story to you.
Well, these were smuggled out of Japan right at the end of the war. And a lot of people have searched all over the world for these. But I have them, which is a great thing. I just like the art of them. I don't know, I mean, they could be worth a nickel a piece, but if you get a small lens and you look at them, the older ones, it's just, they're beautiful. I put out Years of the World War, and these are different highlights of the war and the turning point of the war. Did you see this?
Hitchcock, huh?
It's Hitchcock.
I don't know and it has a silhouette
It has a silhouette actually cut out of the
through
stamp.
Oh, that's neat.
I think it's neat to see some of them and where they were postmarked. You can see the city and the date, like Berlin, 1941. That's kind of cool. You kind of think, wow, what was that like?
So how long have you been a letter carrier?
Boy, over 15 years, I think.
Nice.
I try to forget.
Yeah, well, that's not hard to do. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's kind of, you go out for a walk, you can forget.
So did this install this dream of being a letter carrier someday?
Oh yeah, I always think I want to be. This is the culmination will be when I'm crowned a letter carrier. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, just buying stamps one day and saw a little card about a postal test, and
There you are. Delivering mail, working. You ever see a stamp that you're like, this would be great, but I can't have it. Here it goes, and you know the thought that these people might throw it away. Does that bug you at all? Or?
Well, it amazes me that that there's some little old lady or something somewhere that found in an old drawer some old boxes full of stamps, and she's using them, and they're like, 1 cent stamps, and she'll put on like 39 of them, and those stamps are, it's not like they're worth $1 million or anything, but as a piece of art, I mean, it's a shame to see them but it's because they're not really worth much.
Well, yeah, thanks a lot for showing all your curios.
Someday I'll write letters and I'll use them all.
Did you want to go back outside and I can show you my little found that I got, the little curio?
Surely.
Yeah, let's check that out. No, let's just sit down here. Well, as most of our viewers know, we have a little sweet spot, which is our found. God, where did I find this? I mean, there's been so many so recently since I started looking for them. But it looks like a schedule. You want to give us a rundown?
I want to know what that says. Does it say stick it?
Yeah.
From 4:45 to 6:30, stick it. 6:30 to 8 o'clock dinner. 8:30 to 10:30 roller disco.
A wedding anniversary, maybe it's birthday, some promotion. I mean, what?
It's an anniversary. I think that if you're going to start...
But roller disco, that sounds like a birthday treat to me. Because how often do you do the roller disco?
How often do I do the roller disco? It's been a long time,
Right.
if ever.
It's just really funny how people plan their lives out so meticulously.
It's neat that people make lists. I would do better if I made lists. But I'm not going to do that.
Right on. Well,
Yeah.
we normally end it on this note. Wanted to thank you so much for having us at your house.
Hey,
And,
anytime.
Your hobby is your own, but if someone was watching and they wanted to get started into stamp collecting, is there a way to just do it?
Yeah, bookstores, have a lot
Oh,
of
they'd have the
a lot of resources. Yeah, and some places you can spend $15 on one stamp, and some places you can spend 3 cents.
So it's really, follow. Sounds kind of cheesy. Follow your heart.
Yeah.
You know what your interest is,
yeah,
and there's enough material out there that you can get into it. Well, that's cool.
yeah.
Thanks again for sharing.
Hey, my
Say hey
pleasure.
to your family, and see you at work tomorrow.
Oh, that's too bad.
Sorry.
Okay.